I feel pretty nervous making this video. I feel it like in my chest. Let's go and see me bare. This is called scanning. This is what I do for hours and hours every single day. Scanning all over my body for little bumps, little things, little imperfections that I can try to scratch, pop, or fix. When in reality, what needs to be fixed is in here. Hey y'all, I'm Chrissy. I'm talking to you today about my skin picking and my anxiety, and when my anxiety gets control of me, how I lapse in my self-care. As public figures, when I'm not keeping up with myself, it shows in our videos, it shows in our live streams, it shows in my behavior. I started picking my skin when I was young because my mom had anxiety, and so I saw her picking her skin. I think I always thought it was very normal, sitting in the mirror and trying to remove imperfections. But it was not until I was 19 and I went through my first trauma with my ex that I really started to, I would say, religiously take out my anxiety on my skin. And I was left with very intense scars. I was left with like cuts on my face and red marks. My skin picking got much worse. I would just, every time I felt anxious, I would hole up in the bathroom, or as soon as Bria would leave, I would like race to the mirror and just sit for sometimes hours trying to get out every single imperfection. I think a lot of that had to do with me trying to punish myself. It was sort of like, God, you're such a failure. Look at what you're doing to yourself. And then that kind of twisted logic would make me do that even more. Since you're so screwed up in your mind, now you're gonna finish the task and you're gonna have to walk out in public so people can see how scarred you are, see how much you can't keep it together. So it was like self-harm and then also self-punishment. I have scars all over my body that I cover up with makeup, not just on my face, but on my shoulders, on my back. And having PTSD and anxiety just exacerbated the problem that much more. It's almost as if I mentally feel like, okay, there's one less problem. There's one less problem on the inside. Trying to leave my face alone feels nearly impossible. I know that therapy would be very helpful for this, and I'm gonna go and pursue that. For any of you who struggle with this as well, especially like anxiety related skin picking, how have you gotten through it, and what would you advise somebody like me to do? Because I'm not making this video because I have the answers. I'm making this video to share with you a very real way that my anxiety affects my life. So I'm making this video to just share, hey, I'm experiencing this too. So if you are, maybe you don't feel so alone, but also as someone who is currently still ongoing, looking for advice and help on how I can try to get better. Do you know these things tend to be worse when I am experiencing anxiety and I let go of my self-care regimens. I started getting gray hair when I was 17. When I got PTSD at 19 and I went through my first trauma, it started to get worse after that. It started coming in more quickly, and then once the revenge porn videos came out, I guess at 22, it just became like, it just started happening that much faster. So it was like genetics combined with extreme stress. I'm going really gray, and so I dye my hair. That makes me feel better, and it makes me, not think as much about the stress, or it makes me not so self-conscious about my appearance. People can rock gray hair and you choose to do you, and if you feel confident in that way, then more power to you. Like, I'm gonna take off my makeup, which is really hard for me. I always have my face covered up, or if you notice, I don't really show my back a lot. So I just wanna show y'all what it really is like, what I actually look like underneath. The shame that I feel about these things is so intense. All right, so let's go and see me bare. So as you can see, I've got scars all over my back that you've never seen before because I always cover them up with makeup, always. Or I have Bria cover them for me, don't I, baby? Always. Sweet girl. Your neck. She picks a lot right in here, in this area. So I feel like I can hide it. Can you see it? Yeah. It's everywhere. You're so beautiful, baby. My baby.
You're perfectly imperfect, baby.
I love you, baby. I understand that. Just want to help myself heal, you know?
Yeah.
Thank you all so much for watching this. If you have tips on how to overcome these struggles, please let me know, and know that you are not alone. I do not have the answers. This is something I struggle with still on a daily basis, and I'm sending you lots of love. Also, we are live right now as you're watching this on dlive.tv/BriaAndChrissy, and I'll be answering any questions you have about this video, so come see us there.
All you gotta do is click on that link. Show some love to my beautiful, amazing wife. I love you, baby.
I love you too.
Mwah.